room-only crowd jamming Tiger Stadium will see the stars, the fans themselves elected to the starting lineups through nationwide balloting.
This is an all-star ballot. Will you fill them out? On the way out, put them in the all-star ballot box. Vote for your favorite ball players.
I didn't get one.
Okay, this one for you.
Each year now, fans participate in electing the starting lineups of the All-Star teams by ballots distributed at ballparks or through thousands of convenience stores throughout the land. Don't think this isn't serious business for those who love the game, young and old alike.
Shortstop for the Aparicio. He's had a good year. No, Aparicio would be great. That's a Sally on third.
As the voting progresses, the public is kept up to date by means of the most sophisticated computer systems. After the final tally this year, Hank Aaron receives a special award from Gillette's president, Bill Salatich, for getting the most votes of all the players for the second year in a row.
The Gillette Award, most popular player by vote of the fans, All Star Game 1971, Henry Aaron, and 2 years in a row to be selected this way, Hank, it's got to make you feel awfully good. Congratulations. Thank you.
National League manager Sparky Anderson has a lineup he'd like to ride out every day. Willie Mays, center field. Hank Aaron, right field. Joe Torre, third base. Willie Stargell, left field. Willie McCovey, first base. Johnny Bench, catcher. Glenn Beckert, second base. Bud Harrelson, shortstop. And Doc Ellis on the mound. American League manager Earl Weaver can afford to smile at his lineup card, too. Rod Carew, second base. Bobby Mercer, center field. Carl Yastrzemski, left field. Frank Robinson, right field. Norm Cash at first base. Brooks Robinson, third base. Bill Freehan, catcher. Luis Aparicio, shortstop. And Vida Blue pitching. Last year, the National League captured its 8th straight victory, adding injury to insult, as Pete Rose bowled over Ray Fosse to tally the winning run in extra innings. But that was BB, before Blue. Vida Blue, that is. Hall of Famer Charlie Gehringer throws out the first ball. And the ceremonial activities draw to a close, and it's time for the fans' favorites to fight it out in a 42nd edition of the All-Star Game.
Repeat after me. I, Johnny Bench.
I, Johnny Bench.
Have switched to Gillette Platinum Plus blades.
Have switched to Gillette Platinum Plus blades.
Because they shave me closer and with more comfort.
Me too.
Me too. Me too what?
They shave me closer and with more comfort, too.
You better just stick to catching.
Gillette Platinum Plus. Double edge or injector. Both with platinum smooth edges for smoother shaves.
Double edge or injector.
Can I get some Gillette Platinum Plus injector blades for my brother?
Sure, John.
Thanks.
At your local store.
Does my antiperspirant keep me dry? No, sir. You don't do what I do and stay dry.
If your antiperspirant doesn't do what you hired it to, fire yours and hire ours. Right Guard antiperspirant. Get the drying agent that really helps keep you dry. Stops odor, too.
Well, it depends on the day. You know, on easy days, I'm dry, but on days like today, forget it.
Then fire yours and hire ours. Ours is Right Guard.
Buffalo Bill Cody influenced the legend of the West more than any other man. As a rider with the Pony Express, as a scout, as a buffalo hunter, as a showman. And although he seemed at home anywhere in the world, home to Buffalo Bill was Scout's Rest Ranch in North Platte, Nebraska. Today we're painting Buffalo Bill's place with Sears' best exterior latex. It's climate formulated for every part of the country. Here's where you need a really tough paint that'll stand up to the prairie heat or a blizzard off the plains. Buffalo Bill's house will look as good with age as he did. Sears Best Exterior Latex for great American homes like yours.
When he was a boy growing up in Mansfield, Louisiana, Vida Blue's idol was Willie Mays. He never dreamed that someday he'd be playing in the same ballpark with his lifelong hero. And tonight, the first batter that the sensational young Vida Blue will face in this game will be 40-year-old Willie Mays. It should be just one of the dramatic moments of baseball's 42nd Major League All-Star Baseball game. Gowdy of NBC Sports to call the play-by-play. My television partner, Tony Kubek, will be analyzing the game, and roaming the stands will be our man, Lindsey Nelson, bringing you between innings and half-innings reports. And here in the home ballpark of the American League Tiger Stadium, it is hot and it is very windy. The wind is going to be a big factor in tonight's game. It's blowing from home plate to right field at 30 miles an hour. And you know, the American League is trying to stop an embarrassing 8-game losing streak. The games have been close. 5 of the 8 losses by the American League have been by 1 run. But Tony Kubek, the American League has just not been able to get over the edge.
Kurt, the games have been close, and when you look at this ballpark, a hitter's ballpark, and you look at that power-laden National League lineup, you could almost see their eyes light up as they came out of the dugout, especially with that wind blowing out to right field today, the eyes of Willie McCovey and Willie Stargell, the real power left-handed hitters. Well, let's take a look right now at this ballpark, one known for hitting. First of all, starting from the left field line, a respectable 340 feet. But then you get to left center field, the power alleys, the alleys where most balls are hit. 365 to left center. Dead center field, 440 feet, a place where Willie Mays will be able to go and get them tonight. In right center field, the paradise for the left-handed hitters. 370 feet in the right center field power alley, and just 325 down the right field line with an overhang, which is actually 15 feet closer in that vicinity. It looks like a game of power. This is the starting pitcher, Doc Ellis, for the National League All-Star team. We talked to Doc before the game about the All-Star game and pitching to this American League team.
Well, Tony, first of all, it's a privilege being here, and it's a privilege also being chosen as a starting pitcher. And as far as the American League lineup, I don't know too much about the American League. I'm just going to go out there and throw it and hope they don't hit it. That's about it.
Doc Ellis, and now let's look at Vida Blue, the sensation 21-year-old left-handed pitcher. Vida, as Kurt mentioned, will be facing a power-laden National League lineup led off by the great Willie Mays. Here's Vida Blue.
Well, first of all, Tony, it's great and honor to be here, and I'm happy about being the starting pitcher for the American League All-Stars. And, well, to face Willie Mays and some of the other powerful stars they have in the lineup is quite an honor, and I can guarantee you they'll have all the respect in the world for me out there.
Well, you heard Doc Ellis, Vida Blue. Now let's hear from another man, the voice of the New York Mets, roaming the stands today here in Tiger Stadium, Detroit, Michigan, Lindsey Nelson.
Well, as you know, in recent years, most of the All-Star games have been played in the bright new stadium of our country. But also a popular commodity in our country these days seems to be nostalgia. And if that's true, it's altogether proper that the All-Star game be played here, because this is most of all a baseball park. Whether you call it Bennett Park or Navin Field or Briggs Stadium or Tiger Stadium, this has been most of all the home of the Detroit Tigers. It's been the scene of some great players and some great exploits. This is where Ty Cobb played and managed. This is where Mickey Cochran led the Tigers to pennants in 1934 and 35. This was the land of Bridges and Schoolboy Rowe, Gehringer and Hank Greenberg. More recently, of course, this is where Denny McLain pitched. It's been the home of Al Kaline and Norm Cash. And so if nostalgia is the thing we're looking for, It's altogether proper that tonight, when we have the greatest stars in the baseball world here in Detroit, they'll play it right here at this ballpark. Now back upstairs.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to meet the lineups for the National League and the American League.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to Tiger Stadium in the 1971 All Star Game. Here are the starting lineups, beginning with the National League All-Stars and their manager from the Cincinnati Reds, George Sparky Anderson. Leading off and playing center field from the San Francisco Giants, Willie Mays. Batting second and playing right field from the Atlanta Braves, Henry Aaron. Batting third and playing third base from the St. Louis Cardinals, Joe Torre. Batting fourth and playing left field from the Pittsburgh Pirates, Willie Stargell. Batting fifth and playing first base from the San Francisco Giants, Willie McCovey. Batting sixth and catching from the Cincinnati Reds, Johnny Bench. Batting seventh and playing second base from the Chicago Cubs, Glenn Beckert. Batting eighth and playing shortstop from the New York Mets, Bud Harrelson. Leading off and playing second base from the Minnesota Twins, Rod Carew. Batting second and playing center field for the New York Yankees, Bobby Mercer.
That's Rod Carew.
Batting third and playing left field from the Boston Red Sox, Carl Yastrzemski. Batting fourth and playing right field from the Baltimore Orioles, Frank Robinson. Batting fifth and playing first base from the Detroit Tigers, Norm Cash. sixth and playing third base from the Baltimore Orioles, Brooks Robinson. Batting seventh and catching from the Detroit Tigers, Bill Freehan. Batting eighth and playing shortstop from the Boston Red Sox, Louis Aparicio. Batting ninth and pitching, Vida Blue from the Oakland Athletics, who is warming up in the bullpen. And here are the remaining American League All-Star players and coaches. From the Baltimore Orioles, Don Buford, Mike Cuellar, and Jim Palmer. From the Boston Red Sox, Sonny Siebert. From the California Angels, Andy Messersmith. From the Chicago White Sox, Bill Melton and Wilbur Wood. From the Detroit Tigers, Al Kaline and Mickey Lolich. From the Kansas City Royals, Amos Otis and Cookie Rojas. From the Milwaukee Brewers, Marty Patton. From the Minnesota Twins, Leo Cardenas, Harmon Killebrew, and Jim Perry. From the New York Yankees, Thurman Munson. From the Oakland Athletics, Dave Duncan and Reggie Jackson. From the Washington Senators, Frank Howard. And the American League coaches, from the Baltimore Orioles, Billy Hunter. From the Detroit Tigers, Billy Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, the flag bearers and the color guard tonight are members of the Joint Armed Forces Color Guard. At this time, we invite you all to join in with the Merle Albee Band and Robert Taylor in singing our national anthem.
The umpires are already at home plate, and the honor of throwing out the first ball tonight goes to the mechanical man, Charlie Gehringer, who played second base here for the Tigers from 1926 through 1942.
Kurt, those young boys coming through being congratulated by Joe Cronin, the American League president, are winners in the pitch, hit, and throw contest that Baseball and Phillips have co-sponsored.
We'll give you the national winners later. Charlie Gehringer made plays look so easy in the field that he really wasn't appreciated by those who watched him play day after day. He was a crisp line drive hitter, lifetime 300 average, a Hall of Famer, a quiet man who said hello at the beginning of the season and goodbye at the end, and just went out there and did a great job every day.
The first All-Star game in 1933, Charlie Gehringer will throw out the first pitch of the game to the American League All-Star pitcher, Bill Freehan.
Bill Freehan, the American League catcher, receiving the honorary pitch. John Fetzer, the owner of the Tigers, with Gehringer, and Joe Cronin, the president of the American League. One more. The pitch, hit, and throw of champs tonight. The 9-year-old champ is Dan Langmaid of Wheaton, Illinois. The 10-year-old champion, Chet Masterson of Vicksburg, Mississippi. The 11-year-old champion, David Swartz of Phoenix, Arizona. And the 12-year-old champion, Wallace McDuffie of Gaston, Alabama. 450,000 boys participated in Phillips' 66 pitch, hit, and throw this year, the second year of the nationwide program for boys, and is turning into an outstanding baseball promotion for the boys in this country. This 1971 All-Star Game is being brought to you from Tiger Stadium in Detroit, Michigan.
More people drive Dodge Darts than any other U.S.-built compact. It has room for 6. It's got a larger trunk. And now Dodge is offering the Dart Swinger, specially equipped with vinyl roof, deluxe wheel covers, and white walls. And Dodge is throwing in the automatic transmission free. Free automatic transmission. Swinger automatic. A bargain a lot of people are driving. Shouldn't you be one of them?
Remember Whitey Ford, winner of 10 World Series games? Well, today he's pitching to his son Eddie. Boy, is he catching on.
I like to stay on the young side, with sensible exercise and sensible eating, like Kellogg's Product 19, the high-potency cereal with all of the minimum daily adult requirements for vitamins and iron.
All the flavor, too, Dad.
Want to get back on the young side? Start with Kellogg's Product 19.
Willie Mays, let's hear what Vida Blue has to say about pitching to Willie Mays, the first hitter in this All-Star game.
Well, first of all, Tony, let me say it's a pleasure for me to just be here. But I think Vida will probably throw me the fastball. I've seen him pitch a couple of times, and I think his best pitch right now would be his fastball. So I think he will start, off the game with a fastball, trying to get ahead of me. But of course, you never know about what's going on. But as far as myself, I think I'll be swinging.
All right, it's Oakland against San Francisco, the old rivalry, and the first pitch of the strike by Vida Blue. I don't think any pitcher's ever come into this All-Star game with more pressure. This game doesn't count in the standings, but Vida Blue just been hounded since he's been here by the press, the radio, the television, the public. Ground ball to shortstop. Aparicio up, and Willie Mays is out. One down, which I say is a strong endorsement. He won the Gillette Trophy for the second year in a row as receiving the most votes from the public of any All-Star player. Henry Aaron winning the Gillette Trophy. But that Mays and Aaron haven't played here, I think, is a strong endorsement for interleague play. You can describe him. A long, loose arm. A great athlete, criminal player in high school. Marvelous rhythm. Big bounding ball to Brooks Robinson. And his throws, Aaron, are 2 down. From the stands as he does in the batter's box. Then about a yard or 2 in front of the plate, suddenly the ball shoots at you. It takes off straight away. A high fly to shallow center. Looks like an easy 1-2-3 inning for Vida Blue. Mercer lost his cap. Look out. Carew goes back. And that's it. The National League is easily retired by Vida Blue in the top of the first.
Willie Mays leads off to test the Majors' winningest pitcher. When he looks at Blue's first pitch, a blazing fastball, he isn't quite sure he saw it. Realizing there's only fast and faster, Willie swings at the second offering and grounds out Aparicio to catch. And here's Hank Aaron now, number 2 in the order. Hank has never had an extra base hit in All-Star competition, and he still hasn't as he bounces out to Brooks Robinson on a high hopper. Joe Torre, batting number 3. Pops out to Rod Carew, and Vida Blue, a 1-2-3 inning behind him, characteristically trots from the mound to the dugout.
Victories with 14. He has the lowest earned run average, and he has a 12-game winning streak. The last time he lost was to the Dodgers at Pittsburgh on April 27th. Since that date, he started 13 games and won 12 times, suffering from a knee operation, but he is sizzling now. Batting .283. He was hitting around .210, .220 a month ago. He's hit over .400 in his last 25 games.
Left-handed hitters, McCovey.
Bounding ball to second baseman Beckert. An easy play for him, and there's one out. Mercer leads the American League in base hits with 103. He's batting .341. Not too big. You wonder where he gets his power. 16 homers, 50 runs batted in. He lives in Pittsburgh now. He's born in Los Angeles. An outstanding high jumper at Harvard Junior College in Wilmington, California. A base hit, our first one tonight. Bobby Mercer's on. Willie Mays back to the infield with it.
Well, there shouldn't have been anything controversial brought out about anything. I played baseball for 10 years. I love the game. I've worked hard to achieve what I have. I know deep down in my heart that I personally have not had anybody ever traded or fired.
Outstanding player of the game. He played 6 innings in the outfield and 6 innings at first base. Takes one of the hardest swings in baseball. 2 strikes. Change up, bounce slowly to second. Beckert will have to go to first baseman McCovey. Mercer advances into scoring position. 2 down, and Frank Robinson comes into the All-Star game batting .310. Aerial equipment, but his own manager, Earl Weaver, says he's still too good a player to manage. Led his leagues many times in being hit by pitch ball. Sends a ground ball to shortstop Bud Harrelson, who gobbles it up, and the American League is out in the last of the first inning. They had no runs, 1 hit, there were no errors, 1 left. At the end of the first inning in Detroit, it is 0-0.
Doc Ellis faces Rod Carew, and Carew's 2 hoppers an easy out, Beckert to McCovey. Bobby Mercer hits one up the middle for the first base hit of the game. Carl Yastrzemski hits a bouncer to the right side. Too slow for the double play, and Beckert throws him out at first. Frank Robinson bids for a base hit up the middle. But Bud Harrelson scampers over, gobbles it up, and the inning is over with no score.
Walter Alston, the longtime manager of the Dodgers, is coaching at first base. Former coach of his and now managing at San Diego, Preston Gomez, coaching at third for the National League. And here's the power king of the majors this year, Willie Stargell. He has 30 home runs. He hit 31 all last season. He's knocked in 87 runs. Leads the majors in both departments, and he's batting .320. Vida Blue hits Stargell.
Kurt, that appeared to be the first breaking pitch that Blue threw. He just threw fastballs the first inning. Let's watch it again. Stargell taking the pitch perfectly, turning his back to prevent injury.
McCovey, who's been a crippled player this year. He just came off the disabled list. He's played 4 games. He's going to have a knee operation at the end of the year. He's batting .285. Quickly got him on a blazing fastball. Boy, did that one pop into Johnny Bench's mitt.
His fastball never moves, it doesn't seem, the same way Tice. He'll start a fastball low in the strike zone. It looks like it's going in the dirt, and it'll actually jump up those last couple of feet and get in the belt high zone.
Well, of course, the talk about Blue is his remarkable control at the age of 21. Koufax didn't arrive as a great pitcher until he was 27, 26. Lefty Grove until he was 27. It seems to take left-handers longer, but not this youngster. Stargell on first, one out. One strike to Johnny Bench. No score on the top of the second. There's a high drive to deep right center. That one is going, and it is gone in the upper deck. A tremendous drive on a high outside pitch by Johnny Bench. I was just about to say that Blue doesn't give up many homers either.
Kurt, that's the kind of pitch you rarely see hit off a hard-throwing fastball pitcher like Vida Blue or a Koufax or any other hard thrower. A pitch high and almost in the eyes of Johnny Bench. That's the ball that usually really moves.
Batter to the opposite field. You can't hit him much harder than that. Glenn Becker, very hard to strike out. 36 for the season. Curve is hit deep into left center. Mercer giving chase. He's over there. He's got it. 2 down. Other fellas hitting above me in the lineup. I mean, guys like Aaron and McCovey and Stargell ought to be up there in the power spot. That's what he's doing, trying to improve it to go with his fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Broken bat fly ball to right field. Frank Robinson's there. And that's it. But Johnny Bench hit a gigantic home run to right center to give the National League 2 runs. 1 hit, there were no errors, and nobody left.
Second inning now, and home run leader Willie Stargell discovers Vida Blue is not perfect as he's hit with an inside pitch and takes first, the initial National League base runner of the game. With 1 on and nobody out, big Willie McCovey takes a called 3rd strike to become the game's first strikeout victim. Willie doesn't agree. Johnny Bench is up now. And there's a long shot, and that ball is going, and it is gone. A home run to deep right center, and the National League has dented Vida Blue's armor by jumping off to an early 2-0 lead.
Batting .293. And he was mad about this All-Star game a few days ago. Foul ball. Talked to Earl. It's all cleared up. Cash strikes out. First strikeout for Doc Ellis. 4 with the Orioles. He's had some key home runs this year. He's hit 10. Knocked in 54 runs. Ground ball in the hole. Harrelson with a long throw to make, and he's got it. That's the play they test the shortstop on.
In the center field and break up a possible American League rally.
Bill Freehan, this is a 6th consecutive start, the longest starting streak of any American League players. Ray Fosse was scheduled to start, but he was injured and had to withdraw from the game. Freehan batting .279 for the Tigers. There's a long drive to left field. Stargell back, has room, and grabs it right up against the fence. The wind held that one up.
Didn't quite get it, Kurt. It looked like changed up, and he got on the end of the bat.
So at the end of 2 innings in Detroit, Michigan, the score is the National League 2 and the American League nothing.
Bottom of the second, Brooks Robinson up. There's a ground ball in the hole, but Bud Harrelson comes up throwing, and Brooks is out by a step. Bill Freehan hits a long fly ball deep to left field, and Stargell hauls it in just short of the fence.
Against Vida Blue. Blue has struck out 1, hit a batter, given up 1 hit, a home run.
Blue is a very smooth delivery. There's some warm-up for the American League. Jim Palmer of the Orioles.
And that's Juan Marichal, Tony, in the National League.
Push off and get that momentum going forward. And then that slingshot arm coming over very quickly, which is very deceptive to the hitters.
2-2 delivery. Second strikeout for Vida Blue. 1 out in the 3rd, and Willie Mays up. Willie grounded out. The All-Star record, many of them. Change-up is hit high in the air into right center. Bobby Mercer going over, and it's Frank Robinson as the wind kept blowing the ball back to Robinson, taking it. I think Mercer got fooled by that wind, Tony.
Frank Robinson actually gave up on the ball. He thought Mercer had it all the way. Now they're getting their signal straightened out there. Knee of Henry Aaron. He's had fluid drained off the knee something like 8 times, he was telling me, since spring training. Puffs up. He's got to get out of the lineup. It starts hurting him too much.
A high fly ball. The wind carrying that one out. And it is gone in the upper deck. Henry Aaron gets his first extra base hit. His first All-Star homer, and 2 right-handed batters have hit home runs to the opposite field off Vida Blue.
Blue did not make a bad pitch, it didn't look like. The ball looked like it was almost by Henry. He just kind of waved at the ball, just flipped at it with those quick hands and arms of his. And the wind got hold of it and really pushed it out. See how far back that ball is on Aaron. Look at that. He didn't even have full extension on those arms. You could see those hands had not come through yet. Was not hitting the ball way out in front, and yet the wind got hold of it and carried it into the right field stands. The
1-2 pitch. Struck him out on a curveball. The Vida Blue winds up his 3 innings with 3 strikeouts, but he gave up 2 homers, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 2.5 innings, the National League 3, the American League nothing.
Willie Mays up in the 3rd, and there's a high fly toward Mercer. That strong wind begins to pull it away from him, but Frank Robinson cruises over and makes the catch. Hank Aaron steps in for the 2nd time. Blues pitch, and there's a long high drive deep to right field. It's gone. Hank Aaron's first All-Star extra base hit, and it gives the National Leaguers a 3-0 lead. Hank's the fans' #1 choice in the balloting, and he doesn't let them down. Joe Torre goes down swinging for Vida Blue's 3rd strikeout in his 3-inning stint.
Television stations tonight. Game is going to be seen internationally tonight as well. Mexico, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, Bermuda, and Canada, where English and French-speaking versions are aired. And the American League bench is right-handed. There's a base hit by Aparicio. Back this year, 41 runs batted in. A fine all-around player. Good defensive outfielder, base runner, and thrower. And, of course, real power, especially for this ballpark. At the ball, 2 strikes to Reggie Jackson. Doc Ellis pitched a no-hitter at San Diego in June of 1970. He walked 8 in that game, hit a batter, and still pitched a no-hit, no-run game. There's a long drive. That one is going way up. It is off the roof. That hit the transformer up there. A tremendous smash. Only 8 players have hit the ball over the roof here in Detroit. And Jackson nearly did it then out of the ballpark.
It's been done 13 times, Kurt. Norm Cash has done it the most, 4 times. Mantle has done it 3. Williams has done it. But that one was really a smash, more toward right center field.
Now it's 3-2. National League
and on. He's hit a hard one in this park.
Ball 4, and Rod Carew's on. A high pop up to the infield. Bud Harrelson coming in, giving way to Joe Torre, and Torre has to come all the way over by first base on the gallop to take it, the wind blowing it toward first. Carl Yastrzemski grounded out to second his first time. He hits a high fly to left fielder Stargell. Harrelson going up. The wind holds it up. Look at that wind hold that ball up and left. Everything hit to right, given a free ride. Balls in the air to left. Ride. Balls in the air to left are being held up. Denker is on the right field line, and Nick Colosi on the left field line. Rod Carew. He's got a drive deep to right field. That ball is going. It is gone. A home run.
Curtin, they talk about place hitting. I've got to believe that Frank Robinson, the last two swings, let's watch it again. Looks like he's definitely field. You can see that right elbow close to his body to prevent that barrel of that bat getting out too soon so he would not pull the ball. He actually placed the ball in that direction, which is pretty good hitting.
Arm catch. Strike three. Well breaking pitch. 4 runs for the American League on 3 hits, 2 homers. There were no errors, nobody left. At the end of 3, it's the American League 4, the National League 3.
Luis Aparicio out. Lines a single to center, opening the bottom of the 3rd. And now Reggie Jackson steps in to pinch hit for Blue. This one, a tremendous home run up on the roof. That ball hit the light tower and bounced back on the playing field. It's a 2-run blast, and the National League lead is narrowed to 3-2. Let's take a second look at that one. Everyone loves to watch a tape measure shot, and Reggie Jackson is no exception, especially when it's his own. After Rod Carew walks, Bobby Mercer pops one up. The wind gets a stranglehold on it, and Joe Torre comes all the way over from 3rd to make the catch. Frank Robinson steps in with 2 down. Carew still on 1st. And there's a well-hit ball deep to right. And it's in the seats for a home run. Frank Robinson puts the American League out in front 4-3 with the second 2-run homer of the inning and the 4th homer already in this game. Norm Cash becomes Ellis's second strikeout victim, but the damage is done, and the American League has taken the lead.
Join our roving man, Lindsey Nelson.
Well, not everybody's too excited down here. Sarah Lynn Seaver is sleeping very soundly. The daughter of Met pitcher and all-star pitcher Tom Seaver and Nancy. How old is she, Nancy?
She's 4 months old.
She's been to Shea Stadium, I know.
Oh, yes, but I think she got a little overconfident about the National League lead here, and she fell asleep.
I see what you mean. Well, on my right is Mrs. Bud Harrelson. Her husband's the National League starting shortstop. That must please you.
Yes, it does very much. We're very happy.
And he's doing very well?
Yes, I'm waiting for his home run.
Fine, very much. Yvonne Harrelson and Nancy Seaver and Sarah Lynn. Now let's go back upstairs.
A strike to Willie Stargell delivered by the new American League pitcher Jim Palmer. Palmer's won 11 games, lost 4 with the Orioles. Appears to be headed for another 20-game season. 3 or 4 years ago, he appeared to be washed up with arm and back miseries, but he bounced back. They throw down to first. I think it's a strike. The ball went back to the backstop. Stargell is out. It was strike 3. Skipped off the glove of Freehan, went to the backstop. Stargell thought the ball had ticked his bat.
Let's see if it ticks the bat of Stargell. Freehan with the glove still low. See if he's looking for curveball, it's not coming, and now the ball takes off fastball. He can't get his glove up. Stargell did go around, but I do believe, Kurt, you're right. He thought he had ticked the ball. He would get another chance. Freehan did not break, as you'll see, quick.
3-2 count. 1 out, nobody on. Ground ball drilled to second base. Rod Carew to Norm Cash, and they're 2 down.
Bad wrist. He's had it injected with cortisone, has a lot of contusion in the area, but didn't show on that last swing.
Another great stop by Brooks Robinson. What a pair of hands he's got. That ball was fine. Not too fast with his feet, but with his hands, that's something else again. Ralph Savon, the Baltimore trainer, congratulates him.
Jim Palmer is the new pitcher as the National League bats in the fourth. Willie Stargell strikes out and neglects to run as the ball gets by Freehan. Willie's of the opinion he didn't swing. And why run when you're still at bat? His logic fails to impress the umpire, and it's 1 down. Willie McCovey grounds out to Rod Carew, and Palmer has 2 quick outs. Johnny Bench up. And there's a wicked shot, speared by Brooks Robinson, who plays it over to first and benches out. That's the kind of play that earned Robinson over 1 million votes in the balloting, tops in the American League. Bench is familiar with this scene. He remembers Brooks Robinson from the 1970 World Series. It all happened before, and more than once. That's twice. You can be sure Johnny Bench sees Brooks Robinson in his dreams.
Well, Tony, this is a hitter's ballpark, and the wind's blowing pretty good, but I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see a couple of outstanding plays that might win the ball game for one of the ball clubs.
Times when that man makes a great play in the field as he lead off for his team at bat. And here's Brooks Robinson, who grounded out his first time. Juan Maris. You're looking at a real craftsman. Big leg kick, different speeds on his pitches, pinpoint control. They're starting to warm up in the American League bullpen. Fly ball to Willie Davis, backing up, plenty of room, 1 down. This season with an earned run average of 2.75.
It's quite a surprise when you're up there hitting. You're looking for the ball to come over the top, trying to pick it up as quickly as possible. It doesn't come over the top. It comes from the side, and you don't pick it up for the first few feet.
Pop foul that Lee May is going for. 2 down.
Well, I imagine it's not only difficult, I know it's difficult for a hitter to pick up Marichel's pitches, but the same holds true for that umpire. He's got to make the same quick decision as that hitter with the bat.
Off the pitcher's glove. He'll have plenty of time, though. Throws Aparicio out, and the American League's retired in the fourth. They had 3 up, 3 down. At the end of 4 innings, it's the American League 4 and the National League 3. Changes. Clementi's going to hit number 1 in the National League lineup. Lee May second. Willie Davis will bat and gave up 3 runs, 2 hits, both homers. Rod Carew going for that ball. In time, Cash out of the dirt. 1 away.
Sam McDowell, also appointed to the pitching staff by Weaver, was replaced on the staff by Wilbur Wood of the White Sox. McDowell having some arm trouble.
Switch hitting Bud Harrelson, flying to right his first time. We're in the top of the 5th inning. National League has 1 down, nobody up. 1 hopper to Aparicio. That makes it 2 down. Aparicio to Cash. And Willie Davis of the Dodgers coming up, putting a shift on for him. He changed his batting style, quit going for the long ball.
Hit the ball hard with that wind blowing out to right field. So the way some of those balls have jumped out of here tonight.
Line shot to right center. Mercer takes it on a hop. Willie Davis is on. We go. Always the crick at his neck, and seems to be uncomfortable till he swings that bat. His seasonal average 342. He's won 4 National League batting titles. Strike 3 and a slow curve. Davis bluffed the dash. And Clementi's hot looking. No runs for the National League. 1 hit, there were no errors, 1 left. We've gone halfway, 4.5 innings. It's the American League 4, the National League 3. For the Senators, batting .294. 16 homers, 43 runs batted in. 2 count. Bounding ball to second base. 1 away. We're at the top of the American League batting order now, and Rod Carew, who's grounded out and walked. He scored a run tonight. Marichal walks him. Marichal doesn't give up many walks. One of the great control pitchers in the game. Here's a 2-strike pitch coming up to Mercer. Struck him out. First time Bobby Mercer's ever faced Marichal. Divisional title against the challenging Dodgers. Carl Yastrzemski is grounded out and popped up. Giants are 6 games ahead of the Dodgers. 2 down. Ground ball to Beckert. Over to May, and that's all for the American League in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We've gone 5 innings in Detroit, and the scores, the American League 4 and the National League 3.
When DuPont introduced Rally Cream half-hour car wax, it kicked up quite a storm, because that half-hour shine is every bit as weatherproof, as dirt-proof, and as detergent-proof as even hard-to-use paste waxes. And here we go again with Rally Liquid half-hour car wax. Who said lightning never strikes twice?
Hey, Carl, want a lift? Got a new Dodge Polara.
No, thanks. Get in shape.
So bad it's really plush. Come on, hop in.
Gotta get in shape.
Air conditioning's really great in here. Got it for half the sticker price.
Air conditioning?
You get a specially equipped Polara with stuff like radio, power brakes, and Dodge will give you half off the sticker price on the air.
Air conditioning?
Well, don't say I didn't try.
Brad, wait!
This man is shaving in a distortion mirror to test the Gillette Techmatic razor. No razor can guarantee it'll never cut you, but Techmatic is made to reduce the risk. Techmatic is lighter on your face. Techmatic has an adjustable cartridge and a razor band with no corners to cut you. In spite of the mirror, he got a good close shave without a nick or cut. Gillette Techmatic. It's tough on your beard, not on your face.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies, let 'em pour, pour the milk on top. Hear the roar, let 'em pour. We've got the whole wide world waking up to Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Snap, crackle, pop, snap, crackle, pop, snap, crackle, pop.
Wake up on the right side. Wake up with Kellogg's Rice Krispies for breakfast.
Mickey Lolich, the Tiger World Series hero over the Cardinals in '68, enjoying his best year this year with 14 wins and 6 losses, an earned run average of 2.96. And so the National League switches now to right-hander batter Bobby Bonds in place of Willie Davis. Cuellar is the new pitcher. Amos Otis is in center field replacing Bobby Mercer. Cookie Rojas has gone to second base in place of Rod Carew. And Harmon Killebrew at first base. Take Norm Cash out.
Happened with a hitter like May rifling him down at you.
Cuellar walks Lee May in the 6th inning. The batter now, Joe Torre, who's popped up and struck out. Cuellar pitching to Joe Torre. To Brooks Robinson. There's 1. Rojas pivot 2. Taylor made all the way.
Good quick pivot by Cookie Rojas with Lee May bearing down on him. That Brooksy really got rid of the ball again, didn't he?
All group who's played for both leagues in the All Star Game.
Say a Vita Blue.
Got him on a slow ball. Crafty pitching by Mike Cuellar in the 6th inning. And at the end of 5.5 innings, it's the American League 4 and the National League 3.
Played in the first All-Star game, 1933. Doesn't seem that long ago, does it, Charlie?
No, not really.
What do you remember most about that All-Star game?
Well, the powerful lineup we had mostly because we had the terrific hitters. In fact, they were so good that the National League All-Stars came out to watch us take batting practice.
That was the days of Ruth and Garrett and people like that.
And Fox and Averill and a dozen others.
And Greenberg and Garringer. Charlie, it's so good to see you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Charlie Garringer. Now let's go back upstairs.
He's facing Ferguson Jenkins, and Kaline on the first pitch has a base hit to center. And, of course, the hometown Tiger fans love it. We have warm-up action in the National League bullpen. Don Wilson of Houston, who replaced the injured Larry Dierker, now warming up.
Fastball to catch the outside part of the plate. He's got good control. Killebrew looking down at Billy Hunter, the third base coach, looking to see if he's going to have Kaline moving.
There it goes. There's a long belt to deep left. That one's up. It is gone. A home run for Killebrew.
Killebrew really lifted that one, Kurt. Seabench going down and inside. Ball down around the knees, inside corner. Good park to hit in.
2-1 pitch. Line shot to center. It's a base hit in front of Willie Davis. 3 hits in a row for the American League. And Bill Freehand's a batter. That's 7 hits now for the American League and 3 hits for the National League. And 2 of their 3 hits have been home runs. Sparky Anderson just sent Ron Sano down to the National League bullpen to see if Don Wilson is ready.
It's an expensive messenger boy, wasn't it?
Okay.
There's Wilson.
Low and inside to Freehan, ball 1. Freehan has flied to left and fouled to first. National League favorite tonight, conceded to have the most power, but the American League's out-muscled them so far. 2-0. Brooks Robinson at first base. Fastball good for a strike. Looking down in the National League dugout, I see Willie Mays. He's through for the night. He played the first 3 innings. But he's intently watching the game down there in the top step of the dugout. There he is pounding the ball on his leg. A high fly ball. He uppercut it too much. Willie Davis backpedaling, drifting with the wind, and puts it away. Back to first base goes Brooks Robinson. 1 out. Now it's Aparicio up. Amos Otis will be hitting in the number 9 spot. Little Louie is singled and bounced to the pitcher. 1 out, Brooks Robinson on first. Strike to him. 6-3, the American League ahead in the last of the 6th inning.
Kurt, looking at Willie Mays down there, someday we may see him standing in that same position, managing an all-star team.
Could be. The low curve, 0-2. Ferguson Jenkins, Canadian-born. Ball hit to second. A Cub double play combination goes to work. Beckert to Kessinger to May. And that's all for the American League in the 6th. They had 2 runs, 3 hits. There were no errors, nobody left. At the end of 6th, the American League 6, the National League 3.
Ferguson Jenkins comes in to face the American League in the 6th inning with a score still American League 4, National League 3. Hometown favorite Al Kaline leading off. And there's a line drive single to center. Jenkins now has the job of fooling Harmon Killebrew. He doesn't, and there goes another one. Not even the wind can stop this one. It's another 2-run homer, and Killebrew has stretched the American League margin to 6-3 with the 5th home run of this game.
And Glenn Beckert. Kessinger with a seasonal .288 average. Mike Cuellar working on his 2nd inning. Vida Blue of Oakland pitched the first 3 innings, gave up 2 hits, but both were home runs. Fly ball, right field, Al Kaline there. This fellow's played this right field here better than anyone in Tiger history. Johnny Bench crashed a home run in the upper deck in right center, and then hit a hot shot to third that was by Brooks Robinson. And with those card shark hands of his, he snaked it and fired over to first to get him. He's trying to bunt now on Brooks down at third.
Tried to lay it down on him.
He got that one by him.
Just
Bench's
barely.
2nd hit.
He's hit the ball hard every time up.
Six to 3, American League leading on our NBC scoreboard.
Boom. Between first and second.
He pops it up. Brooks Robinson gives way to Aparicio. The American League shortstop has it 2 down. And here's power hitting Nate Colbert batting now. He had 38 homers last year. 2 down for the National League. Johnny Bench at first. Oh, there's some great pitching. 2 slow ones and got the fastball by him. He had Colbert completely off balance at the plate. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. And now the 7th inning stretch in Detroit with a score, the American League 6, the National League 3.
When you fish for tuna, you watch, you wait, and you make ready. Then you spot them. Tuna! And you better get them while they're running, because you get no second chance. All the gusto in the world's out there, and now is the time to get it. You only get one crack at life, so you look for all the gusto you can. The life you live, the work you do, even in the beer you drink. When you're out of Schlitz, you're out of beer.
The American breakfast, no mistake, it starts with sugar, milk, and Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
The breakfast of great Americans like Babe Ruth, the Bambino. The greatest slugger the game has ever known. Babe Ruth, a great American who started out many a morning on the American breakfast. Who knows what great American is eating the American breakfast now?
If there's a gun in your house and you're worried about accidents, let me tell you about a new kind of lock for it.
It's called the Master Gun Lock. It's a real lock. It covers the trigger so the gun can't shoot. And it'll fit almost any gun. Don't take a chance on an accident. Get a Master Gun Lock and get some peace of mind.
You better hurry, Nancy. I'm pitching today.
Okay.
But what are you doing?
We need gas. $1 worth, please. Now for some quick starting gasoline.
What?
And then some detergent gasoline.
Nancy, you don't have to make 3 stops. Pull in here. These are Phillips 3 for the money performance gasolines. They give you quick starts, good mileage, and cleansing action. 3 for the money.
Oh, Tom, you take all the fun out of shopping.
The Performance Star.
If you could put a plastic shield on your face, you'd have protection from nicks and cuts, but you wouldn't get much of a shave. However, now you can get a smooth, comfortable shave and have protection from nicks with this kind of shield, Gillette Foamy. Not plastic, but creamy, rich lather that actually acts as a safety shield with lubricating agents that help glide your blade. So you shave close, but you can shave painless. Yes, this is can protection from the #1 brand.
Games for you, too, followed by the playoffs in the American National League, and all capped off in October by the World Series on NBC. Amos Otis, now batting in the #9 spot. It's a fly ball to left field. Willie Stargell will be camped under it. 1 down. Don Wilson is the new pitcher for the National League. Now Cookie Rojas is up for the first time, replacing Rod Carew. Rojas gets a foul ball down the left field line. What a job he and Otis have done for the vastly improved Kansas City Royals this year. Rojas having his greatest season, is batting .315, 6 homers, 39 RBIs. Hits a fly ball, shallow right. Clemente coming on. He makes basket catches like Mays. 2 down. Don Buford. Tonight, you're looking at one right now, Don Wilson. Rick Wise is the other in the National League bullpen. That's all for Buford. He's tagged out by Johnny Bench. Well, the American League's down 1, 2, 3 in the 7th. At the end of 7, it's still the American League 6, the National League 3. Mickey Lolich, the Tiger World Series hero over the Cardinals in '68, enjoying his best year this year with 14 wins and 6 losses, an earned run average of 2.96. So, I'd never say that about anybody. Lolich is second in the American League in strikeouts to Vida Blue. He's a strikeout pitcher. A 1-2 pitch to Bobby Bonds. Curved him, got him. 1 down. Now the American League has gradually sifted its defensive lineup on the field. First, and Thurman Munson has gone behind the plate. So with a 3-run lead now, they're going to try and hold it with Lolich and their best defensive player. 1 out, nobody on. Clemente struck out his first time. Clemente said, why wasn't that in the strike zone? I'd like to have that one. 1 out, nobody on. Clemente had 10 hits in a doubleheader last August against the Dodgers. A lot of hits in one day. 3-1 to him. It's a high fly into deep right center. Amos Otis way back. That one's going, and it is gone. Almost in the same spot as Johnny Bench's in the upper deck in right center. I've never seen so many long drives to the opposite field by right-handed batters that we've had in this game. That's another tremendous shot for a right-hander. 450, 460.
Here's that Clemente swing once again. Look at that bat stay back. Cock. Now a trademark. Hitting off the front foot. Look at that right foot, the rear foot, a foot off the ground, something that is not advisable as a hitter. But don't tell that to Clemente or Hank Aaron.
Ties an All-Star Game record. 3 by each team. Aaron and Clemente for the National League. To the box. Lolich, the first, 2 down. With Bench and Clemente hitting him in right center well up in the upper deck. Frank Robinson homer to right for the American League. A chopper to the box. The National League is retired in the 8th. 1 run, 1 hit, Clemente's homer. No errors, nobody left. We're going to the last of the 8th inning with the American League leading 6-4.
Mickey Lolich comes in to try and protect the lead in the 8th inning. He gets off on the right foot, slipping a 3rd strike past Bobby Bonds. Perennial All-Star Roberto Clemente is the next man that Lulich has to contend with. Clemente hits a towering shot to right field. And that one is out of here, too, for the 6th homer of the game. Home run power is alive and well in Tiger Stadium. And the American League lead is sliced to 6-4.
For the American League in the last of the 8th. He's gone hitless in 3 times. Facing Don Wilson, working on his 2nd inning. He breezed through the 7th. Ball 4, Yastrzemski's on. Fans. Youngest player to ever win an American League batting title. Blazing fastball by Wilson. First strikeout for him. Killebrew had a 2-run homer to left. And right now is the margin in this game. Boy. 2-1 pitch. Down to third baseman Sano. For 1, over to first. They've got the double play. Sano, Demian, DeMay. And now we're going to the top of the 9th inning and the last chance for the National League. There were no runs, no hits, nobody left. At the end of 8, it's the American 6, the National League 4.
Musial's a very popular man. You got a big hand, Jack.
Well, this is a good baseball town. It's always a pleasure coming here.
I tell you, things don't look too bright for the National League.
Now, there's been a lot of long ball hitting. This has always been a good hitter's park.
It has been. Did you play in the 51 game here?
Yes, I hit one out here.
Did you hit one out in the 51?
Oh, yeah. We always remember those home runs.
Why so many home runs tonight?
Well, of course, this is good, strong boys hitting, but of course the wind's a big factor here tonight. But this is a good hitter's park, really is.
Stan, it's always a pleasure.
All right, fine.
Stan Musial, Hall of Famer. Now let's go back upstairs.
The 9th inning, and Lou Brock is going to bat for Willie Stargell. He'll be followed by Don Kessinger and then Johnny Bench. Mickey Lolich now will try and hold this American League lead. All the players, the managers, and the coaches in this game. Tries to bunt. Fast man. Good play by Lolich to get him.
The ball hit squarely on home plate. That's why the big high bounce.
And all the players each received a blue Lindy synthetic to Mr. Kuhn. 1 out, nobody on. A 2-run lead for the American League in the 9th inning. A fly ball into right field. K-line calling for it, and they're 2 down now. Hard each time. A home run. A hit taken away from him by Brooks Robinson, and he singled to left. It's 1 strike to him. The National League is going to lose this one if this pop-up is caught. Brooks Robinson up on the mound. It's all over. The American League finally wins one. 8 games in a row they'd lost. They lost 12 of their last 13. But here in Tiger Town tonight, on home run bats and good pitching, Vida Blue gave up the 3 runs in the first 3 innings, but he's the winner because the American League came up with 4 runs in the last of the 3rd. So Vida Blue was a pitcher of record. He gets the win, and Doc Ellis is the loser. And the final score, the American League, 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. The National League, 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors.
With no further damage and works into the 9th. Lou Brock tries to bunt his way on, but Lolich handles it easily for the first out of the inning. Only 2 more outs to go. Don Kessinger lifts a soft fly out toward right field, and Al Kaline has an easy chance for the 2nd out. The National League hopes rest on the shoulders of Johnny Bench, 1970s Player of the Year. Bench hits a sky-high pop-up, and that should do it. Brooks Robinson makes the call. And it's all over. The American League has snapped its 8-game losing streak with a 6-4 win in a power-packed All-Star showcase. The big hit was very much in evidence, as 6 home runs told the story. what a story it was, breaking the record for homers hit by individual players in an All-Star game and tying the mark for total home runs. What will next year's game be like? The fans will have a lot to say about it when they cast their votes next June. One thing's for sure, the 1971 version of baseball's dream game will be long remembered as the night the players returned the power to the people.